Ladies and gentlemen, this video that I'm about to show you is a black man that was just walking along in Iowa City, and these cops all came out on him like Rambo. Well, this is the videotape of the incident. This story came out on ABC 9 out of Iowa, and this is October 19th, 2020. The judge saw this video and saw how the cops reacted and how they treated this black man, and he dropped all charges. Well, at least this judge got it. But unfortunately, this is not the norm at all, and we know that. Let me go ahead and play this video for you.
A judge says this body camera video shows the result of a case of walking while black in Iowa City. Those were the judge's own words as she blasted the actions of Iowa City police.
Our I-9 investigation obtained the body camera video of the incident and found Iowa City police have done nothing in response to what happened. KCRG tonight's Brian Tabak joins us live in Iowa City with the investigation into this incident. Brian?
Yeah, Beth and Chris, this is the intersection where Christopher Kelly was arrested last year in front of the Waterfront Hy-Vee. Now, he was found with an illegal gun as well as marijuana, but that evidence was thrown out by a judge. That same judge says that the officers also made up a story about Kelly jaywalking and that the body camera footage shows that the arresting officer was guilty of racial profiling.
Yeah, I'm parked just north of the gas station here.
This is Iowa City police officer Travis Neild after getting a call for a black man, possibly with a gun, near the Riverfront Hy-Vee last December 26th. Officer Neild spots Christopher Kelly, but then talks with other officers to find a reason to stop him.
Well, he's jaywalking right now, so I mean, there's always that.
Neild waves Kelly to cross the street in front of his patrol car. Officer Neild then stops Kelly for jaywalking as an excuse to confront him.
What you got in your pocket?
Kelly first gives the officer a fake name.
Hey, what's your name, partner? Marcus, nice to meet you. I'm Travis.
Kelly tries to walk away, but Officer Neild stops him. As he lectures him on jaywalking, backup arrives.
Put your hands on top of your head.
What?
Put your hands on top of your head.
What are we doing?
Yeah, you may have a warrant for your arrest. We're going to check.
I don't have a warrant.
Officer Neild tases Kelly after he's on the ground and keeps tasing him repeatedly for about 20 seconds, even with 4 other officers holding him down. Police did find a loaded handgun and marijuana in Kelly's coat pocket. Federal Judge Stephanie Rose threw out that evidence and blasted the police's actions, calling it a case of walking while black. And at one point, she says Officer Neild is not credible. She writes that police need more than a hunch to stop someone, writing this incident continues a long and unfortunate pattern of racial profiling and pretextual stops of Americans of color.
This could have turned deadly really quick.
We showed this video to Joshua Booth, a father of 4 in Johnson County.
Chris, waved at the officer like this when he went to grab him. That's a reaction that comes from the years of hearing from your parents and from your uncles and aunties, the long list of, things that have happened to black people in America.
Johnson County and federal prosecutors say Officer Neild's actions were lawful. He's still on the force, even being moved after this incident to the role of community outreach officer, tasked with building a better relationship with the community.
This video, as much as the Iowa City Police have been doing to get closer to the black community, this video would just pull them that much further back.
Sarah Riley is a civil rights attorney in Cedar Rapids. She says the incident presents a legal issue for Officer Neild's ability to do his job in the future.
When you have a federal court judge saying this officer is not credible, every time he makes an arrest and a case goes to trial, he's going to be cross-examined on the fact that the Judge Rose, has said you are not credible.
Riley says it's rare for a judge to be so blunt in criticizing police's actions as an example of systemic racism.
Normally you hear a judge saying racially profiled or something, but to actually say he was arrested for walking while black. You hear the driving while black, but walking while black is obviously just another version of that. She made no bones about it. I mean, she just came flat out and said this man was targeted due to his race.
Iowa City Police say Officer Neild did not violate any department policy. A spokesperson says policies are changing, but not because of this incident. In response to the Black Lives Matter movement, Iowa City Police have updated several policies and are reviewing others around bias policing.
I don't think anyone would like some police officers say, yes, come on, you can walk through, and motion you to cross the street. So you cross the street and then arrest you for jaywalking when he motioned you to cross the street. I think most people would think that's horrible.
While Officer Neild is still patrolling the streets and the department is making policy changes to try and prevent incidents like this one, Booth says the city needs to do a better job of holding their officers accountable after watching this interaction.
So like his demeanor, his tone, his aggressiveness, his just blatant disregard of another man's rights. He didn't see a family man. He just saw what in his mind could have been a felon in possession. And that could have turned deadly because of his fear.
Now, some may point to the fact that law enforcement did find an illegal gun as well as marijuana on Kelly, and that the ends justify the means. We want to talk to police about how rulings like this one impact their ability to proactively police. The Iowa City Police Department has declined to comment, as have other law enforcement experts. Live in Iowa City, Brian Tabbitt, KCRG TV9 News.
Now, my question is, why did the police, if he had what you call an illegal gun and marijuana, why did this cop still lie on the police report? And did you see how fast the judge threw out the charges that the cop put on this guy? You know why I think that happened, ladies and gentlemen? That cop got a history of lying on the people he arrests. This didn't just happen out of thin air. This is a pattern. And they know it's a pattern. And the judge looked at it and determined he was wrong for arresting this man. And when you watch the video, go back and rewind and watch again. He signaled with his hand for this black man to cross the street. And as soon as he did it, he jumps out the car and starts screaming he jaywalked. Now, let's say he did. Why were 4 cops on the scene over some jaywalking? You need that amount of cops for jaywalking? Y'all go overboard. And that's what looks even bad. Y'all go overboard over petty things. And y'all need to get off of this marijuana stuff. Finding marijuana on someone. Marijuana is legal in most states now. There should be no more marijuana charges up in here. Y'all need to get off of that mess. Y'all need to get off of it fast. And as far as him having an illegal gun, well, the entire arrest was illegal. You encouraged that man to cross the street, and then you jumped out on him screaming, jaywalk. No, I see why the judge threw this out. I definitely get it. But y'all, please tell me what you think. This goes back to what I said. They need to get rid of this qualified immunity. But I'm glad everything worked out in the case of this man. I'm glad everything worked out for him. And he did not end up going to jail over this police officer. So, and by the way, this is Chris Kelly. That's the name of the black man they had tackled down to the ground over some damn jaywalking. You know, and they got everything so rigged up in this society. Any little teensy beensy thing a black person do, they try to pounce on it. Any little thing they do, they try to pounce all over it because they're looking for you to do something so they can make a big deal out of it. I can't stand people like that. And I'm glad this judge saw it for what it was and threw this case out. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.